The new training cycle just began. This is the end of my first training week. So if you saw my last video, I recently did the competition, a pool competition in Jakarta in Indonesia, and it was a good competition. I'm quite satisfied with the results. If you want to learn more about this, check out my previous video. I also gonna put the link in the description for this video. So now I'm at the beginning of my new cycle. It's gonna end up at the end of the May, where I hopefully gonna do another competition in Bangkok. So my main focus is gonna be on dynamic bifins and dynamic monofin. So what I'm doing at this moment, I try to do as many training sessions as possible. I think for the last week I managed to do 4. So the goal to do 4 or 5 sessions per week. And then I also try to do as many dry sessions as possible. The dry sessions, technically you can do almost every day, but my goal is to do it like 5-6 times, okay? So what I'm focusing in the pool, it's mainly a volume training when I do relatively easy repetitions. So for the example, for the last week, it was only monofin with a focus on the technical aspect, right? So there are especially dynamic monofin is something still quite new for me. I'm practicing monofin for just maybe slightly over 2 months, maybe like 3 months, but on a serious basis, maybe like 2 months and a half, something like this. So as you can assume, there are many things which still should be improved, right? So this is why my main focus at this moment in the monofin. I was experimenting what would be the best equipment for practicing like technical elements. My last couple of sessions I did with a short fins from the company, I think Power Fins. This fins is quite popular for swimmers and for fin swimming, and I would say I'm quite satisfied to practice monofin technique with this short bifins. I really like the feeling, I really like the sensation. So this is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm repeating 50 meters with not long rest but also not short. Per session it's usually 10/12 repetitions, so there's not strong urge to breathe. This is why for the entire dive, for the entire 50 meters, I can focus just on the technique, right? For the dry sessions, it's also mainly focused on the monofin movement. So I do it on the straps and I do it also on a fitness ball. So both of these training tools helps you not only work out the muscles which involved in a monofin technique, but also address your stabilizers, because obviously in the water you have a 3D environment, right? So this is why like have a good stabilizers is really important. And when you do both straps like a TRX or some kind of other brand, and also you do fitness ball, this issue you can address as well. So this is my priority at the moment, because it is the beginning of my training cycles. I also like involved in a lot of teaching, so this is why, yeah, currently easy training in the pool as often as possible, teaching my students, my master students, my instructor students, helping my other instructors like overall, and also do as many dry sessions as possible. I also want to, this training cycle, work out a little bit more for my legs, because I was a little bit surprised when I was doing competition and I did 150 in a bifins, that my legs was quite tired, like not extremely tired but quite tired. So this is a not really good sign. It means that I need to address it. So this is why on my dry training I also gonna include more legs exercises, right? So later I will show you which exercise I like to do. So some of them are still on a TRX, some of them on a fitness ball, some of them with the dumbbells, some of them with a body weight. So I'm gonna work on this part as well. I keep working on breathing exercises. If you seen my last video, it was about the breathing exercise from Alexei Molchanov. So I still like reviewing some of his videos and still trying to figure out which exercise from him make more sense for me. So currently I'm doing like 4 exercises from his system. In the future maybe it's going to be slightly more. I don't do depth training that much. I'm teaching in the ocean, obviously, and for myself it's mainly just like if I have a chance, I do like a couple of dives. Like a Katao is not that deep, so this is why there's not that much opportunity to do depth training. So just work on some technical elements, but depth is out of my focus. I don't even know if this year I can manage to do the trip for the depths, whether it's going to be Philippines or Indonesia. I'm not really sure about that, because I have a plan for at least 3 pool competitions still this year. So this is why I'm not sure if I can squeeze the trip for the depth training this year. Unfortunately now, like in 10 minutes, I'm gonna go for another island, bigger island than Katao, for the dental procedure. And most likely after this dental procedure I'm gonna be out of the water for at least 10/14 days. This is a bummer. This is a really pissed me off, because I don't want to have any breaks. I want to like focus on the training, but it is what it is. So I will see what kind of dry training I gonna manage to do. So yeah, I'm gonna focus on stretching and dry training. Like I said, not everything going according to our plans, so this is why we need to adjust, we need to adapt, and this is what I try to do. Okay, so this is why for the next couple of weeks more content is going to be about my dry training, less about the pool training, but maybe this is also going to be something interesting for you. No training tip for today, just like haven't prepared any. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I will see you next week.